I am now mulching my callaloo plants. Yeah, these callaloo plants were gifted to me by Farming on the Rock. Yeah, so if you are not yet subscribed to Farming on the Rock with Marie, yeah, you can check out that channel, Farming on the Rock. Yeah, and if you're already watching Farming on the Rock and don't subscribe as yet, subscribe and support Marie. Yeah, so mulching is very important. Now, if you're from a warm environment like I do, or from an environment where you don't have a lot of rainfall, then doing this will make a lot of sense to you. Mulching is very important. Mulching helps to save you time, energy, water. Let's go. So I'm saying mulching is very important. Yeah, and this is a form of mulch which the mulch help to retain water in the soil. So if you are from an environment like I do that don't get a lot of water, yeah, mulching is important. Mulching also help to reduce the amount of weed that come up in your soil or in your container that you plant. Yeah? So mulching help to reduce these amount of weeds that come up in the container. Yeah? So this is the mulch that I am using presently. It says Ipro Farm Supply, Garden Core, it's dust fiber. Yeah, so this is the one that I'm using. So far, when I was growing up, they would use the one from the coconut husk. And maybe this one is the same one. Yeah, so as I showed you a while ago, I am going through and I am, mulching some of the plants that did not have mulch in it. So with the limited amount of mulch material that I have, I'll just mulch the most important plants. And as I said, mulching helps to, save on the amount of water you use on your plant, because the water, store in the mulch. Yeah, so I am now mulching my callaloo plants. Yeah, these callaloo plants were gifted to me by Farming on the Rock. Yeah, so if you are not yet subscribed to Farming on the Rock with Marie, yeah, you can check out that channel, Farming on the Rock. Yeah, and if you're already watching Farming on the Rock and don't subscribe as yet, subscribe and support Marie. Yeah, so mulching is very important. Now, as I said to you, the Panadol plant is more, it can stand more drought. Yeah, so plants like these, you can mulch them, but I'll mulch the most important ones. I'll be also mulching my scallion, my scallion, so I'll get rid of the weeds that are in it now, and I'll just mulch it. So you will not be able to be around every day. If you have other things to do, like I herbal laws have to do, where sometime I'm out for an entire day, mulching is good. Yeah man, you don't have to be out there worrying about your plants not, surviving. Yeah. I'll also do the same for my chives. Get rid of the weeds that are there now and just mulch. Mulching also help whenever time you are watering, that the soil don't flash up on the plant leaves, or flash up on the plant. The mulch contain the water inside the container or inside the soil. I can show you a few plants that already had mulch in it, like these pepper, and if I push my hand in the soil, there is still water. Yeah, there is still moisture in the soil. Yeah, and these plants were water since yesterday. Yeah, so you see the importance of the mulch, because the mulch retain the water. So you see the importance. Yeah. How often should one mulch? As you see in this container, this would take some more mulch in it, and every time you are planting a new crop, yeah man, you can mulch. And you can also replenish your mulch. So as I show you, the peppers, and I tell you they are not water since yesterday, yeah, and the soil retain the water. The soil is still moist, so it saves you, time, energy, and resource, and if you are in an environment where you don't get a lot of rainfall like I do, mulching is important. I know some gardeners and some farmers in different countries, do seasonal planting. Yeah, and as long as the mulch decomposes, yeah, once it decomposes, you replenish the mulch. Like if you look in this, you can see, some form of decomposition. So whenever it decomposes, yeah. So mulching is very, very, very important. Mulching help with soil erosion. Yeah? Like you're looking in this, So then you have to replenish the soil, So if you mulch it, you save time and energy and resource, Yeah. So mulching help to keep out the weeds. It help with soil erosion. So as the mulch decomposes, it provide nutrients, it provide nutrients in the soil, and the plants, get all of that nutrients. Yeah. So just like these strawberry plants, which will grow runners and all those stuff, and sometimes the runners run on the soil, when you have the mulch, the runners will run on top of the mulch, you know. So whenever you water, then the soil will not damage the leaves or damage the plant, you know. So mulch is very important. And you mulch again once the mulch decompose, yeah. But when it decompose, yeah, the soil retain the nutrients and the plant get the nutrients. Yeah man, mulch can be used in whatever era of farming or gardening you are doing. You know, whether you are farming in a field, you know, whether you are planting in containers, like I plant these corns in tires, you know, mulching can be used in any era of farming or gardening. You can mulch, you know, before or after. Like I am mulching these plants now after I plant them. Yeah, so, but you can mulch before and after. Yeah, man, you can also mulch around your young crops. You know, like what I'm doing now. So I'm just going through and mulching these, you know, corn properly. So mulching reduce the amount of water evaporate from your soil. Yeah? And if it reduce the amount of water that evaporate from your soil, then it reduce the amount of time you have to water the plants. So you see why mulching is important. Also help better air and water movement through soil, like even sandy soil, yeah, and allow it to retain nutrients, yeah. So a whole heap of things mulch do for the soil. So that means it promote healthy soil. Let me read some questions that is been asked on Google in regards to mulching. Does mulching really help? Fontana said, mulch can mitigate soil compaction and it is better than bare soil at capturing water, fostering water penetration, so it reduces runoff. It also slows water evaporation from the underlying soil by up to 35%. That's Dr. Fonteno. And it moderates soil temperature in the summer and winter. We go to another question. When not to mulch? The worst time to mulch your garden bed is during early spring or when the soil is still cool and wet. If the soil is still cool and soggy, mulching can trap moisture and stunt growth, says Betts. Yeah? But in an environment like I am, which we don't have those different seasons of winter and those things, yeah, mulching is good for I and I all year round. Let me see one more question. Which is the main disadvantage of mulching? The main disadvantage of mulching, the risk of mulching, weed suppression, temperature regulation, and washout prevention will be rendered ineffective. Your landscape may look mismatched and uneven as the mulch erodes, decomposes. Yeah, man, so those are some questions in regards to mulching. Yeah? So, hope you enjoy this content today. Said with the limited amount of mulch I have, I'm just mulching, the important plants. These plants not water since yesterday, but I'm mulching them before I put some water on them. Hope you learn something and, learn of the importance of mulching your plants, I'm gonna get my rainwater now. Yeah, to water the plants that I mulch. So this is stored rainwater, stored rainwater for the plants. So thanks for watching this episode on the importance of mulching. We also talk about the disadvantage, we talk about the advantages of mulching. Yeah man, mulch your plant today. Reduce soil erosion, help the air and water movement through even sandy soil. Yeah man, mulching is important. Herbal laws out.